tourism, tropical scenery, white sandy beaches, beachfront resorts, deep blue waters. These are the things that you think about when you think tourism. Vacationers, they just think about relaxing on the beaches, the perfect Caribbean getaway. And our Caribbean islands have tapped into this sun, sea, sand sort of thing to attract tourists. We have tapped into how to get them here, but we have to now move away from this sun, sea, sand. It's no longer just sun, sea, and sand. There's more to tourism. There's cultural tourism, there's sports tourism, and with the airport coming on stream, we have to open our thinking and expand out of the sun, sea, sand type of vacation that we're offering the world. The ministry is at this moment working on an OAS project. We received funding for over 200 and something thousand US dollars to conduct a craft training workshop. Originally, we submitted a project for 3 countries, Grenada, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the OAS Organization of American States, they found that it was such a good project because a lot of Caribbean countries face the same problems, where the craft that we have here is not authentic. You're not using local materials, and it's things that you can find. And you stop in St. Lucia, you buy a T-shirt. You come to Bequia, you buy a T-shirt. What is different about it? How do I feel about this T-shirt? How do I, identify with, okay, I bought this in St. Vincent. What am I doing with a T-shirt when I could buy a T-shirt in St. Vincent? So they decided to now push this project to 7 countries. So we have 7 countries on board. So we're actually inviting persons who are interested in craft and are actually not just something they want to do on the side, but you're actually very much interested in, changing our craft industry where we have authentic local craft that people can identify with. We're inviting you to sign up for this training project so that we could prepare for the airport, because we don't need craft that says made in China or made in Bali, or it has to be local. People have to be able to know this is made here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tourism contributes to government revenue, indirect and directly, so by taxes that are levied on goods and services and on tourists. So these are things that departure taxes, the head tax when cruise ships come in. So tourism contributes in this way. So community, I started by saying this in the beginning, that communities are important for tourism to work. If we have a breakdown where we just think that it's the government's responsibility, and you just go ahead and you harass the tourists and you litter, and you just think it's our job to make tourism work, it will just be a never-ending battle. So tourism businesses depend extensively on each other, and there are economic benefits and costs of tourism, and it reaches everyone. So the taxi man, the vendor on the street, the money circulates. So it's not just the government earns money from tourism, but it touches everybody. So according to statistics, tourism provides 10% of the world's income and employs almost 1/10 of the world's workforce. So the Argyle International Airport means that our islands are going to be open to people from other cultures. So I'm not sure how many of you would have seen more Muslims coming here. You would actually see them in St. Vincent in their hijab, and in the past you might not have seen as many of them coming here, but our island, we're opening to the world, so we have to also, expect to have cultures, religions coming to our island, so we have to prepare for it and to know how to deal with people from these different places. We have to learn how to treat everyone with respect. They're human beings. They might not believe what we believe. They might not have the same religious beliefs as we do because we are a Christian nation, but it does not mean that we have to harass or take advantage of them. So harassment. We in the ministry, I'm not sure how many of you would have seen an ad that we would have produced with water taxi men going towards these people on a yacht trying to solicit business from them. To some people, that is not harassment. It's them trying to get money, trying to earn a living. But to tourists, it's harassment. So what is good merchandising to the vendor is harassment to the visitor. And we have to pay attention to that, because we do get complaints to the ministry that people they feel like they're being harassed by our vendors and our water taxi guys from time to time. So in any given tourism destination, there are likely to be some negative impacts imposed on the tourist while on vacation, whether it is unpleasant weather conditions, lack of food availability, or poor scenery. And criminal activity can harm our tourism industry. So I know I'm talking to people who understand the importance of tourism, but it's a battle that we fight in the ministry. We don't want to have visitors being hurt, but from time to time this pops up and it could really destroy our tourism industry. So this is something that is a negative part of the tourism industry. Moving along. So 4 out of 5 visitors to the Caribbean are concerned about becoming targets of harassment, and they are afraid of being approached by aggressive vendors and other persons trying to sell something. These perceptions are warranted because vendor harassment is endemic in several tourism destinations. So YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. I'm sure everybody in here has a Facebook page, or knows of Facebook, or knows of Twitter. And these are social media. And social media, they can damage your tourism industry. It just takes a few clicks, a few words, and you spread it to your whole list, and it keeps going and it keeps going, and it doesn't stop. Next. So Bequia, if you Google Bequia, you will get about 1 million, over 1 million results in 0.32 seconds. If you Google St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you get over 91 million results in 0.48 seconds. I just want to touch a bit on duty-free concessions. I'm not sure how many people in here own hotels or little guest houses and would like to upgrade. But the Ministry of Tourism, we offer duty-free concessions under the Hotel Aids Act, and construction of rooms, 5 rooms and more, you will get duty-free concessions, that's for locals, and construction of 10 rooms or more, that's offered to investors. If you're going to expand, and you're going to expand by 5 rooms or more, you'll also be granted duty-free concessions and on general improvements. So, next slide. So this is the procedure. So applicants first have to submit the plans to the physical planning department for approval to ensure that the construction is in keeping with the guidelines for the accommodation sector. Then you have to complete the hotel construction approval order form that you'll pick up from the Ministry of Tourism, and then you submit it to the Ministry of Tourism. And then the approved plans and certificates from the planning department, the list of items with the description and the quantity that will be used during the construction phase, and then it will go to cabinet. And then if you want more information on this, you can also contact the Ministry of Tourism, and we could actually give you a form and walk you through this process.